So the question is like, are we as an ethnic minority, which we are not an ethnic minority anymore, but
Black people,
Let's
be real.
Black people specifically, are we immune to coronavirus? Now, I'll start on this one if you guys don't mind.
Go on.
Go on ahead.
Look, The Black Body is a book I've been reading for I think I finished it about a year ago, and I reread it again.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is with The Black Body is that I don't believe doctors in this country understand the black body.
Okay.
So when you go to your doctor or your GP, however you decide to get your vaccine for whatever you need, I don't believe these people, when they when they get their doctorates, I don't believe they study the black body.
No, they don't, because it's Western medicine.
All right.
Okay.
All right, which is where I'm going. So now, another thing that has become prevalent is they are trying to use the black body they said it conducts electricity, which, they want to basically base a study on black people, saying that our skin conducts electricity. Let me not even go there. I'm going to stick to what I'm saying. So a lot of these viruses we're immune to.
Yeah.
Because our skin is radiant and our skin comes from the sun. Mm-hmm. That is our superpower, melanin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Our superpower comes from the sun,
right?
Which other races, they have to put on skin lotion and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Protect,
We can absorb it to a certain point.
To a certain point, yeah.
So that kills a lot of viruses that resident in our body. So when people talk about coronavirus and people ask me, oh yeah, but you're wearing a mask and so on and so forth. When I wear a mask, it's to protect me from you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's to protect me from you. The likelihood of me catching it is slim because our body.
Well, it's slimmer.
Yeah. Then it would be for you catching it and so on and so forth. But the black body is something special.
100%.
The things we're able to fight. If you look at our skin cells, how we age, and so on and so forth, it's a superior. I don't want to be rude and say we're a superior race, but the skin is a superior to any other. And certain things we're able to absorb, certain things we're able to do that others ain't able to do. And I don't feel like any doctor kind of understands our body and understands that our power comes from the sun.
That's a fair point.
So
the question is, are black people immune to coronavirus?
I feel like we are more immune to it than any other race.
All right. Jada?
I agree with you to an extent.
Yeah.
But also, I think we are immune to a certain level, basically, because what it is, I think I was saying to you earlier, that it's unnatural for human beings to live in a cold place because we're warm-blooded, basically. So we are currently living in a cold place. Do you get what I mean?
In terms of the UK?
Yeah. So we start to feel cold because the outside temperature, the external temperature outside of us, basically is less than the inside. Yeah? So the colder we are, the more susceptible we are to like diseases and that kind of thing, because your internal organs actually start shutting down or slowing down when you are cold. That's basically what happens. So yes, we are immune to a certain degree, but because of the location of where we're living in, one or two might still get something, depending on how hot or cold they are, because it's about regulating temperature. So obviously, if you look at the location in terms of like where it's travelled from, so the disease, according to some people, is travelling through the air. That's how it's coming from China to whatever, and it's sort of touching Africa because of the climate there, because diseases can't survive in heat. That's why it can't get there. So it's coming here because the temperature's a lot lower.
Cooler,
Basically, so I think, yes, we're immune, but because of where we are, there's still a potential
that you can
get it.
100%.
Yeah, I think for me, it's like to a certain degree.
Yeah.
We are immune. I would just like obviously, like you just said, I wouldn't say totally. I'll say to a certain degree. I think we are immune in a sense, like pretty much everything that you guys have said, because there are certain illnesses I think our body rejects automatically anyway, in terms of us sort of black people to be,
shocked, right?
you know, and there are other diseases that we are more susceptible to get, which other sort of our counterparts won't get. You know, like obviously sickle cell, for example. Cancer. So all of that is more obviously known within the ethnic minority. What was you gonna say?
I was gonna say, diseases are a European thing. They're not actually.
Say that again.
Diseases are a European thing. It's actually not a black thing. So stuff like chickenpox, measles, that sort of stuff, that didn't come from black people.
No.
When black people came to Europe, was when we started getting these diseases, because Europeans are living within the same houses with animals and other things, and that's how diseases got transferred. You think about the coronavirus as well. They say they came from bats because people eating bats. Why the hell are you eating bats? Do you get what I mean? Is there enough chicken in the world? I don't understand. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That it's not a black thing to be sick, basically.
Yeah.
It's a European thing to be unwell or have a disease.
I completely agree, and I feel like, especially with kids, I've seen a lot of parents panic when their children get colds and flus and take them to the doctors.
Yeah,
no,
it's the worst thing.
Do not take them to the doctors. What are they going to do for you that you cannot do for yourself at home? When your children get a cold or flu, they need that thing to prepare them for the future.
The worst thing, that's the whole point, because their body is naturally fighting against.
Exactly, and they need to get over that thing. But people panic.
100%.
And it's like, oh, my child's got a cold, and child's got a flu, and it's like, whenever my children get cold or flu, first thing I'm doing is, hot water or lemon, honey, ginger, whatever I can give them to help them battle that thing. Because I know when they battle that thing, when that thing comes again, the likelihood of them getting sick again is less than likely. So when I talk about, again, the black body, the way we fight viruses, it's
different.
It's aggressive. We fight viruses aggressively.
Yeah.
So when Jay's talking about these diseases that are European, in Africa, again, I've spoken to you guys about vitamin, how the vita that we need from the sun, and everything we get from the sun is what gives us our energy, what gives us our power. If we're not getting that from the sun, and if there's no sun, then we fall into a depression. We fall into,
of course,
our energy levels are low. We're not the same person. And if we're only seeing the moon, which is lunar, another name for the moon is lunar, we become lunatics. We get our vita from the sun, and our min. The sun is called Amin Ra. So everything we need comes from the sun. And
I agree.
When that sun is not present, we are missing our vital element. So in a country like the UK, where
I think that's why in the UK we're more obviously susceptible to catching all these.
That's what she said. Is the
European
because
of the cold weather. We're not used to.
Yeah, in Europe,
our body's not built for that.
Yeah, but you don't catch much sun.
And a lot of the time, if you think about it, just going off topic a little bit in terms of black people, when they think about why do a lot of sort of African win like the marathon, for example, because their body are built for that. Because obviously, if you think about our environment where we're naturally originally from, we're built to run sort of long distances, stamina, and all that kind of stuff. It's the same way like our body are naturally built to fight certain type of disease, and it's like. Because a lot of people, they just think like, okay, because I mean, I go on the train a lot of the time nowadays, and I'm just thinking, sometimes I'm just looking at some people, I'm just like, what the hell? But I understand, do you know what I mean? I'm just there like, like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you catch it, you catch it. Let's be real.
That's how I look at it, to be honest.
Do you know what I mean? It's like,
it's just this massive pandemic, schools are going to close, that's going to be so what, I'm meant to be in my house? Like, what if it flies through the window?
Even the whole, I don't know if you guys have heard about how, there's all this thing about people panic buying and stocking in terms of their house, like
water
are running out of food. Like I was watching on the news the other day about how some lady, like, she went into the supermarket and she couldn't even get toilet roll. Like they ran out of toilet rolls. And like, what they're gonna do, they can't buy certain type of like normal household stuff, and I'm just like,
Costco's gonna be empty, bro.
I already bought my stuff anyway, luckily, before everything else. But yeah, I think to a certain extent, I would say black people are immune to this so-called virus.
I think, do you know what it is? It's just a case of we are less than likely to catch it than
white counterparts. Yeah.
Another race.
Because I haven't actually heard of any sort of cases with all the cases now that it has been a black person.
Yeah.
Well, apparently there's over 1,000 cases. Now, yesterday was 100, now it's 1,000.
Yeah.
So it's spreading quite quickly. But we don't know what the race of those people are.
But trust me, I'm sure if it was a black person, you would know.
You would know.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
We know how the media in this country is. Do you know what I mean?
We know how the shade
room
room is.
Like, the first black person, for example, has caught the coronavirus. You know how they word it, and it just makes us look bad.
First
so,
BAME.
do you know what I mean?
First person from the BAME
community. You would know. Let's be real. But it is what it is.
So, in summary, is it? So, are we saying that we're less than likely?
Yeah.
I think we're less than likely to get
counterparts.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's basically what we're saying. Let us know what you guys think. If you're listening to this or watching on YouTube, let us know what you think. If you think like black people are immune to the coronavirus, or we're just chatting crap. Let us know. We would love to hear.
If I cough right now, would you look at my mouth?
I think I'm good,
Just cough into your shoulder or your sleeve or whatever.
Then cough like that.
Let us know what you guys think. I would love to hear your comments or read it, either or. So let us know.